Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Ringwood South. And today's video is pretty much about my Heljan 47, this little kiddie, 47 to 11. I've had a few questions about it, and also I've had a question about the layouts. So I just thought I'd sort of quickly cover the 47 and the layout questions and everything all in one go. And so here goes. Um, basically, Richard over at New Junction just made the comment that um, that the clarity and improvement is so much better, and basically I'm glad that came across. So that was one comment that was put out there. Jason over at Barnabas was talking about the actual layout itself and about doing the back scene and when am I going to do that and how's that going to fit in. Well, basically the back scene will be done as a removable bit anyway, so it won't actually be attached to the actual layout itself, so I can paint that as a separate entity when I get around to doing that. But at the moment I'm still playing about with the track plan, so and what I'll do is I'll quickly show you what we've done, because I've actually made some more minor adjustments here and there, and I'll just quickly take you through that quickly. So this is, I mean, it's all pretty much still the same, but what I've done, that's the fuel tank for the 47. What I've done is I've added the wash plant. I bought the wash plant a while ago, and it was going to go here where my 47 is, but it didn't really quite work out. So what I've decided to do is just rejig everything again, same track plan pretty much, but just rejig the buildings and what I had. And I've come up with this plan. I've got the carriage sidings, which I bought, the Gauge Master ones. So that's going to be for those coaches there and DMUs or whatever. I've got the wash plant here. And then basically, as you go further down, ignore the Benelin, that's for my own personal benefit, just to stop me spluttering all over the place. And then I've just put the engine sheds in the same sort of configuration as I put the sheds, the diesel sheds over at the other end. So at the moment, I'm just sort of playing about with this, and we're getting there. Just all these little tweaks here and there. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So back to my 47, and we'll get on with a few more. So I hope that answers your question. And he also said that the Zimo speaker sounded much better, and it does. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, the only thing that I'd say about buying the Zimo speaker or any sort of speaker to upgrade it is it's all horses for courses, because at the end of the day, not everyone's got money to spend on sound fitted locos for a start, or sound chips for a start. And at the end of the day, if you're quite happy with the sound that you get out of the speakers that you get from there, then there's no need to change it if you don't want to. It's just that for me, actually, I find that the Tornado and the Merchant Navy, which are my two steamers, which were bought already sound fitted, I think they sound perfectly appropriate to me. But on this diesel, it just doesn't sound right, so that's why I'm going to upgrade the speaker to it. Anthony said, well, sort of mentioned, he said, you know, he was new to the channel, and where I was going to do some loops, and I'm not going to be able to do any loops because I haven't got the constraint, and he's also wishing me well soon. And so I'm on the mend, thank you very much. I'm still sounding a bit kind of iffy, but that's just the way it is. And the one reason for putting up this video is for Michael Douglas, who actually asked me where did I put the speaker on this 47. So that's what I'm about to show you. Now here is the fuel tank for the Heljan 47, and as you can see, all it is just clipped on. So you can unclip that, or I find that it came off quite easily. I did deliberately take it off because I wasn't quite sure whether it's meant to or not, so just bear that in mind. And basically there are 4 clips. There's one here, one on the other side, and the other one over in the far corner. And it's very, very, let me just point this out to you, because Helgians have been known to split on the corner here. So when you try and pull the body off, please be very careful when you're dealing with these 47s. The way to do it is they just unclip, and you have to sort of put like a credit card or something to slide it in between the body and the chassis to release the body from the chassis. But don't pull it right to the front, because it's a very tight fit, or at least on this one it was. Because the body on this one was never taken off before until now. So I'm just going to remove the body, and it's, like I said, even so, it's still a bit stiff, so you just lift it up. And let me show you the insides of the Heljan. As you can see, there's the speaker just there. I just blue tacked it onto the roof, and that sound I'm just going to lift the camera so you can see a better look. So that's the speaker there, the little round one, and that sound's supposed to go through there and through the bottom of the bogie. And as you can see, there's no mucking about. That's the 8-pin socket. It goes straight into an 8-pin, so you don't have to bother with adapters, you don't have to bother spending money doing that, you don't have to bother spending time soldering wires, converting wires. It all works straight off the bat. You just plug and play. Sorry, my voice is going again, so I won't be too long. Anyway, and basically that is about it. But the reason for me taking a body off today was actually because I've actually bought some speakers for this, and I've bought 2, and they might both go on here, depending on the quality of the speakers. They're supposed to be better. I've never really used them. These are the speakers that I was telling you about the other day on the other video. This is from roadandrail.co.uk, but I actually got them from eBay. He's actually got an eBay shop. So I'm actually going to road test his speakers. I'm going to see what we come up with, and 1 might be perfectly enough, but 2 might be awesome. So if not, if I only need the 1, that's fine. I'll stick the other one. I'll try putting the other one on the 60. I had the 67 running with the 47, and the Zimmo speaker just basically almost drowned out the sound that coming out of the 47, because it was pretty weak. I mean, to be fair, I didn't make much of an effort with this one, because I sort of knew I was going to upgrade the speaker anyway. So all I did is I literally just blue tacked it, swapped it around, and just pushed it back down again. But what I did is I wanted to take the body off, because I wanted to check the diameter and the size of the speakers I'm buying to see if they'll fit on this one. So it should fit. Whether it does fit is a different story. So that'll be a case of then just basically cutting these 2 wires off here, and then running them to the new speaker. Now, I'm thinking of doing this live on Sunday, because I'm off on Sunday, but that's all dependent on whether or not I actually get the speakers in time, because I've only just ordered them. Sometimes they can be pretty quick. Today's Tuesday, so hopefully maybe by the end of the week it should be with me. If so, maybe on Sunday I'll do it live, because then anyone who has any questions can then ask as we're going along, and then after we can sort of hopefully all between us muddle along and get through it all and come to a satisfactory result. So that's pretty much all for this video. Like I said, if you are interested in seeing a live video on Sunday, please just leave a comment in the video and say you'd like to. I will try and do it live on Sunday if I can, and if I can get the speakers in on time. I can't guarantee it, but that's what I'm thinking. and also if I've got my voice back, that's the other thing too. But I would like to try and do it so you can see it for yourself as I'm going along, and I can read your comments as I'm doing it, and then hopefully, like I said, you can understand what I'm doing, and if you don't, then you can ask me there and then. So let me just check to see if there's any more I've see if there's any more comments just to sort of mention to go through, and it doesn't look like there's any more, so that's fine. So like I said, until Sunday possibly, where I might do it live. Then until then I'll say goodbye from Ringwood South, and hopefully just this brief little video is enough to show you. Because what I'm planning on doing, the 2 speakers I've bought, one, if it works, if my plan works, one's going to go there, and one's going to go there. Because as you can see from the profile of the chassis, it's very symmetrical. So if it all goes to plan, if one might sound amazing, in which case I might not need a second, but I might use 2 speakers. I know that Road and Rail have used 2 speakers in one loco before. It might be a bit overkill, so that's my only thing. So it's going to be a bit of a test session to see. But what I'll do is I'll test them one at a time and make sure they're both working, and then we'll see whether or not it's better with 1 speaker or 2, or whether it makes a difference or not. I don't know. So we'll give it a go. So from Ringwood South until possibly Sunday, like I said, if you are interested in seeing this live, please put a comment on the video. And like I said, if my voice is still hanging on and getting back to me, and I've got the speakers in on time, I will do the video live, she says. Bye for now.